So now you're vibing with her, you're offering her value, and you are sharing positive energy. You're sharing great stories. You're, being this cool fucking dude. You're being charismatic. You're confident and energetic. You're very outgoing and ambitious in her eyes. And so what's going to happen naturally is the interaction is going to start becoming collaborative. It's going to start becoming win-win. And because you're loving yourself fully and you're sharing with her, automatically the interaction should start leaning towards win-win, right? Where she's sharing positive energy with you back. She's sharing cool stories with you back. So then you kind of want to give her space to talk. So you're going to notice in the beginning of the interaction, you want to follow a rule called the 90-10 rule, where essentially you're going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. You're going to be talking 90% of the time because the same way you might have had approach anxiety, she has being approached anxiety. And you want to kind of like make it easier for her to talk to you by you doing the heavy lifting. So at first it's going to be 90% you talking, and you're going to start lowering it until it ends up being, 60-40, and then eventually 50-50. Then it's 50% of her time, her talking, and you listening. You need to motherfucking listen. You need to listen what she says. You need to listen to what she is telling you, bro. You need to understand her, okay? You need to understand what it's like to be her. And you need to listen to everything she says, okay? Very, very important. Hear her out. She wants to be heard. And if she can feel heard, she will feel more comfortable with you and she'll feel naturally attracted to you. She doesn't want to know that you logically hear her. She wants to know that you emotionally understand her and that she is internally being heard, okay? And then it might even get to a point where she's talking like 70-80% of the time, and that's okay. You got to keep the interaction win-win, and you got to keep the interaction collaborative, where you guys are just sharing value with each other, you're offering value with each other. Now, hey, can you tease her a little bit? Sure. Can you maybe neg her a little bit, where you kind of throw her like a teasing, joking compliment? Sure. But you don't need to do these things. You don't necessarily need to do these things. Now, you can neg her. You can kind of let her know, hey, I usually want to talk to a girl like you. And she'll say, why? And you'll say, well, because honestly, you seem a little bit feisty, and I feel like, I wouldn't really take your shit, and you probably wouldn't take mine. But honestly, I like you. So you're kind of throwing her like a little bit backwards compliment. It's not too intense. It's playful. It's teasing. It's funny. It's goofy, right? Maybe you, are push-pulling her a little bit. You're push-pulling her in a playful way. Not in a way that upsets her, not in a way that hurts her feelings, but in a way that's like kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Maybe it's like, honestly, fuck, I love you. You're so cool. But honestly, shit, you're probably a bit dangerous, right? I love you. Give her a hug. You're so cool. But to be honest, you're probably a little bit dangerous, right? So this is getting into the vibe where it's getting a little bit more intimate, a little bit more sensual. But you got to keep the interaction win-win. You got to stay in the focus of, not trying to become, competitive, but staying collaborative. You must be collaborative. Your focus is having a collaborative, not a competitive social interaction. Because if it becomes competitive, nothing's going to happen and you're going to end up, with a kind of broken interaction. Stay collaborative and stay win-win.